let me take it from the top with you, Rick. Can you tell me about how swimming was introduced to you and how it became part of your life?
Oh, absolutely. My older brother, Tom, took me to Patton Pool, and I followed him on my bike, and it was like 10 years old. And so I met the swim coach, which was Ron Olsebrook. And Ron Olsebrook was the coach at that time, and he was instrumental in getting me going. And I tell you what, if it wasn't for swimming, I hate to say it, but I'd still be in Detroit probably.
I get it. I get it. I don't think you should hate to say it. I think some of the most interesting conversations that I've had, was with Tom explaining to me the significance of the Brennan pools and Patton Pool, and the kind of helping me better understand the Detroit swimming scene at that time. And,
all right.
I've gathered that the Olympic trials in '56 and in '60 were in Detroit, which had to be a really big thing for anybody that was involved in the swimming scene at that time. But in reading up about swimming at that time, from you to Ken Wiebeck and Pete Adams and Bill Jennison and a number of great swimmers at that time.
There was.
It was a great time to be a swimmer in Detroit, was it not?
It was. It was. We were. It's hard to really describe, but this Patton Pool swim team was very, very. I didn't know. A lot of coaches around the country knew of that team, and they knew of our coach Harry Hauck. And they used to ask me questions. Did you really do this in the workout? And I went, yeah. And interesting stories that I can expound upon if you're interested.
That's why we're here, Rick. I'm dying to hear these stories. Tell me a little bit about that training and the things that you were doing. That's some of the things I'm most interested in hearing about from, especially some of the guys from the 60s and 70s, was how the sport changed. So I'd love to start right there. Tell me about your training and the things that you did in the early 60s.
Well, Harry Hauck, our coach, was very into conditioning. And he would do everything that was, we did 4-mile individual medleys backwards in the pool. And that's before when chlorine was its worst and didn't have any goggles. And we would swim a 4-mile, start out with freestyle, breaststroke, backstroke, and then swim a mile butterfly. And also, Harry would like to take us to Belle Isle, which is a island near downtown Detroit. And we would swim in t-shirts or sweatshirts from one dock to the next. And so years later, I'm with Don Gambro, which is the 1968 Olympic coach. And he said to me, we're at Denny's. And he went, did you really? That was in a letter called Seafoam. Tom Sullivan would write these newsletters. And I said, oh yeah. And he'd go, well, why? And Don Gambro had so many Olympians that you can't even imagine. And then who walks in at Denny's was a Gary Hall. Gary Hall was he was on the 68, 72 Olympic team and several medals and world record holder. And he sat down and he goes, Ricky, did you swim a mile backstroke in the pool? I mean, a Michigan mile? And I said, how did you know that? He goes, that was in the Seafoam letter I read. That's crazy. These guys were all, they're conditioning, but they're all technique. And as far as swimming has gone now, it's all technique. I mean, stroke, had to be just right. And my coach, Harry, had no stroke. It was just power through it. Guys like Kenny Wiebeck, I thought was instrumental as far as his techniques in swimming were way above most. And he was efficient in the water.